The humid air clung to us like a shroud as we pedaled deeper into the overgrown cul-de-sac. It was a part of our neighborhood we usually avoided, a forgotten stretch of cracked asphalt choked by gnarled trees and the skeletal remains of unfinished houses. Mark, usually the most boisterous of us, had been quiet for the last 20 minutes, his usual laugh replaced by a low hum of unease. He'd been jumpy since sunset, his eyes darting into the deepening shadows. Liam, ever the pragmatist, had chalked it up to an early night. I, however, felt it too, a subtle shift in the atmosphere, like the air had suddenly grown heavy, pressing down on my chest. We reached the dead end, a tangled mess of blackberry bushes and decaying wood. It was here, bathed in the faint, sickly glow of a distant street lamp, that Mark stopped. He didn't say anything, just slid off his bike, his face pale. Liam, impatient, nudged his bike forward. "Come on, man, what's with you?" he grunted, his voice echoing unnervingly in the silence. That's when I felt it. Not a sound, not a sight, but a profound, visceral asterisk wrongness. The air around me thickened, becoming viscous, as if I were trying to breathe through honey. A cold dread, sharp and piercing, bloomed in my gut. It felt like being submerged in icy water, the pressure crushing, suffocating. My skin crawled, every nerve ending screaming a silent alarm. I looked at Liam, expecting to see the same terror reflected in his eyes. He was frowning, a slight tremor in his hands as he gripped his handlebars. "What the hell is this?" he whispered, his voice strained. Mark, meanwhile, was frozen, his gaze fixed on something beyond the thicket of trees. His lips moved, but no sound came out. Then, a choked gasp escaped him. "Shadows," he croaked, his voice barely audible. "They're moving." Liam scoffed, but even his bravado seemed to waver. He pedaled forward a few feet, and I, propelled by a primal urge to escape, followed. The oppressive weight intensified with every rotation of my wheels. It was as if something vast and ancient was stirring just beyond our perception, its presence a palpable force. I felt a distinct sensation of being pulled, not physically, but as if my very will was being leached away, tethered to this place. Then Liam screamed, a raw, guttural sound of pure terror. He stumbled off his bike, clutching his head. "Voices," he choked out, tears streaming down his face. "They're in my head. They won't stop." I looked back towards Mark. He was gone, not just out of sight, but vanished. The spot where he'd been standing was empty, the shadows undisturbed. A wave of nausea washed over me. The oppressive feeling tightened its grip, and I felt a sharp, searing pain shoot through my left knee. It wasn't a normal ache. It felt like bone grinding against bone, a sickening crunch that sent a jolt of pure panic through me. I collapsed onto the cracked asphalt, my bike clattering beside me. Liam, despite his own torment, scrambled towards me, his eyes wide with a fear I'd never seen before. "We have to go," he gasped, pulling at my arm. Now, we half dragged, half stumbled back the way we came, the oppressive air clinging to us like a second skin. Every rustle of leaves, every creak of a branch, sounded like the footfalls of something pursuing us. The shadows seemed to stretch and writhe, taking on distorted shapes that mimicked the figures Mark had described. The silence that had fallen over us was more terrifying than any scream. We didn't dare speak, only pushing ourselves forward, the phantom weight of unseen eyes burning into our backs. When we finally burst onto the familiar streetlights of our neighborhood, the oppressive feeling didn't immediately lift. It lingered, a cold residue that clung to our souls, a chilling reminder of the shadows we had disturbed in that forgotten place. We never saw Mark again that night, and that's the last time any of us went near that cul-de-sac. Mark was never found. Don't let the shadows see you. You never know what's lurking just beyond the light. Subscribe to the Aqeela Files for more chilling tales.